What is up, guys? Today I am back with another video, and today at the Puffco. So you know what we're doing? We're gonna be taking some dabs. And I just bought some new dabs yesterday, and because I don't have a job right now, but I should have a job within the next month, my dumbass bought some weed on credit. So hopefully it doesn't bite me in the butt. Anyway, that's later Garrett's problem. So today, oh, I can already smell this one that I just opened. Today we got 2 jars of rosin, and 1 jar of some resin. And then in another video, I will be doing, I got 2 more jars of some CBX resin that's actually really fire. So that will be the next video. But the first dab we're going to be doing is going to be some OG Kush. And this is going to be all raw garden rosin. I haven't had raw garden in a while, over a year. Honestly, it looks decent. You can see some of the terps glistening. And then we got, that was the OG Kush. And then now we got this one. The way they put it in here is a little different. A little kind of all over the place. But I mean, you can see the terps glistening a little bit. It's decent. This one is the grapes and cream. So I think the first dab we're going to be taking, we got 3 dabs total. I'm going to take probably at least maybe 1 of each. So this OG Kush smells super gassy, super funky. But I normally like fruit terps, but I had some of Blem's OG Kush, got for free because I bought another jar, and man, it was fucking fire as fuck. I loved it. Maybe Blem just has some fire ass weed, which they definitely do, but their OG Kush was like super like funky, super gassy with some piney notes in it. It was good. I liked it. So whenever they have like an OG, I saw this, I had to try it. They had some other good, and this is decent. It was like 35 bucks a gram. And then this resin was, I believe, 20. And then the CBX, which I kind of wanted to try, was 29. So 10 bucks more than the raw garden, but one of them, Blue Flame OG, is fire. I actually really like that strain. Okay, so I got my Peak Pro. I gotta clean the glass a little bit. Lowest temp, I think 445. Let's get a nice little hit of this OG Kush. I think I'm probably gonna pop up a little when I say the OG Kush. Like maybe right now, OG Kush, it'll pop up the little strain right here. Post credit or editing Garrett, post a little picture of it up there, right there would be nice, yeah. Ooh, I can smell it. Just looking over this, I just cough a lot more. pretty gassy with a little tad bit of sweetness. I'm not really getting a whole lot of like pininess. It's more of like just funky, gassy with a little bit of sweetness on the exhale. It's an OG ISK, but it's not like the super OG that you think of with the piney. It's almost like a little bit of a fruity taste in there. It's a little bit of a different OG Kush, but it's good. I give it rosin overall. It's good rosin. It's a little hard. I mean, it has a little bit of aftertaste. I'm gonna give it a 8.6. No, 8.7, 8.7, 8.7. Let's just start off with all the rosin. Next up, grapes and cream. So a nice little size dab. Grapes and cream, pop up the terpenes and whatever. Taking kind of small dabs because I still got some schoolwork to do. That's why that last one didn't produce a lot of vapor, because it was a fairly low dab, or fairly small dab. I will be getting the pivot eventually, so expect a late ass video on that. And I really want the new Storm Puffco V2, so I believe I'm gonna buy that next month or so, hopefully. So, new blue sick ass Puffco Peak Pro V2 coming, and then I'll just keep this as like my other one. Decent. Some sweetness with a little bit of a creaminess. It doesn't exactly taste like grape, but you get a grape-esque. I can see where they get the grape flavor from. Don't think I ever cleaned it from last time. Don't think I ever swapped it. Whatever. So you get a little bit of the fruitiness from the grape and a little bit of a creaminess from the cream. It's pretty good. I feel like this rosin is a little harsher than the rosin I normally smoke, but it hits you pretty hard. Like, I feel pretty nice off 2 dabs. Like, I'm gonna go do my schoolwork and I think I should be fine. But I mean, I'm gonna feel fucking pretty good. I'd give that an 8.5. I think I like the OG Kush, just the complexness of that a little bit better. But honestly, these are not bad for 35 bucks. They're really not bad. But if I could get 7-10 laps for $30, I think I'd like that instead. But for their price, I'm not complaining. It's decent. All right, so I'm editing this video right now, and I'm gonna have to say that I cannot give the Raw Garden 8.6 and an 8.5, whatever I gave it. I'm gonna have to say, because I've smoked maybe half of it, and I'm gonna have to say it's a little bit harsh, and the flavor isn't super popping. You can taste the flavor, and it's decent flavor, but it's not anything crazy. It's not super popping. So I think I'm gonna have to say that the OG Kush rosin is a 7.6, and the Grapes and Cream rosin is a 7.4. So decent. I don't know if I'd buy it again. I would rather buy other stuff over it. It's decent. I would maybe buy it, put in like a joint or something like that, like a hash hole, because it's pretty cheap. I also saw some other cheaper rosin that I think I'm going to buy later and put that in a hash hole. But yeah, so it's decent rosin. I probably would not buy it again. I'd probably buy something else over it. But decent rosin. I'm still going to smoke it. Boom. Enjoy the rest of the review. Kind of just like the live, just like the raw garden, what you expect. You don't expect some like crazy shit. It's decent rosin for 35 bucks. It's nothing fucking crazy. It's not 50 bucks or 80 bucks a gram, but it's decent. If you're on a budget, you're not gonna be disappointed. It's still gonna get you high. And honestly, that's all that really fucking matters. Next up, grapefruit gas. Put it right up there, where my hand is. And this one is more of a wet batter. Here, I'll show it. More of a wet batter, so it's not really like sugar, and it's not really like the normal batter. It's kind of wet, kind of like small crystals. It almost just looks like fucking just sauce, but there's like small crystals. So you could almost call it a live resin batter, except it doesn't quite have as milky of a look. You can still clearly tell it's some BHO live resin. Which honestly, if you get good live resin, it can taste pretty fucking good. Like, I don't mind a good live resin. Raw Garden has some good, decent live resin. I used to get a lot of West Coast Cure, but now I'm kind of iffy about that brand now because some test results came out. They popped for pesticides and shit, and I think I saw that they've gotten like recalled a few times too. And like, I mean, it can't just be fake, man. So if some of their products are popping for pesticides, it could be a lot of their shit. And I really hope not, because I've enjoyed almost everything I've got from their brand. They got good prices and shit on most of their shit. So, I mean, it's good, but fuck, they're expensive. Or not, fuck, not they're not that, their dino eggs are fucking expensive. But if they're popping for pesticides, it's not fucking worth it. I'll just go to a different brand, like Raw Garden's kind of on their same level. It just depends what strains they have. Like, this resin's decent. I'm not getting, the flavor's not popping out a whole lot. Because it's kind of fruity. I tickle my nose. Okay, I like it. Maybe it comes out a little more in this. Peak Pro. Alright, so it's not super gassy. You get a little bit of gas. But it's mostly, now I kind of get it. It's kind of coating lasting in my mouth. You do get a little bit of a grapefruit flavor. Because you get like the citrus tanginess that you would get from a grapefruit with some like the sweetness. So it does taste like grapefruit. And you do get a little bit of a gassiness, kind of, but not really. It's mostly sweetness. And that's what you get when you smell it. But it's good. It makes you wonder, I don't know. Personally, I would just call it grapefruit. I don't know if I'd even put the gas in there. Gas is very, very slight. But yeah, it tastes good. I couldn't really taste it a lot from my Proxy. But I can here. Maybe because it's a lower temp or something. I don't know. I mean, it tastes good. I'll have to give it like I say 8.72. So decent shit overall, Rock Garden. Honestly, I'd say good job. I would say good job. So we got the grapefruit gas. I have to give this a 9.7. A pretty good live resin. Not so punch in your face like that last live resin I had from ABX. Forget what it was, but it was super flavorful. I liked it. I think I put that in the 9s. I should have. And then next up, so this was a 9.7. Next up, we got the OG Kush. I like the complex flavor. There's not exactly the pininess that I really got the last OG Kush that I got. And it's a little fruity, but it's not the same like fruity flavor. It still has the gassy, funky, with a little bit of sweetness flavor that you get from an OG. But maybe OG isn't really that piney, and it was just the blend one I had, but that one was pretty piney, and I liked it. And I'm not really getting any of that in this OG Kush. But I would give this, I think I said 8.7. So yeah, it's good rosin. But I've had better rosin. And then next up we got the grapes and cream. I had to try this grapes and cream because I've had some grape strains, I've liked some of them, but then other ones have been just decent. Because I love grape artificial flavor is some of my favorite like artificial. Actually, it is my favorite artificial. This drink's kind of grapey, so that's why I like it. Video. But this is good. So I'd have to give it a 9.5. I'd say not as good as the OG Kush. Or, yeah, I'd say, not. I think I like the OG Kush a little bit more. But they're both good. But, I mean, I like grape terps. They're not one of my favorite grape terps. They're not super grapey. They're kind of just sweet. You get a little bit of a creaminess, but that's kind of about it. So I'd give this an 8.5. I give the OG Kush a 9.7. Give this also a 9.7. And that's going to be it. Please like, comment, and subscribe and stay high.